Morning YouTube. It's Saturday the 6th of May 2017 and we're out here at the beautiful Cedar City Airfield model airport anyway in Cedar City, Utah, and it is not in the 30s. This is the first time I've been out here that hasn't been excessively cold, and it's nice, and it's not horribly windy right now either. You probably have anywhere from 2 to 5 knot wind, which in this neck of the woods is not a lot of wind, so pretty nice. So I had something. My birthday actually happened May 3rd this week. Brought my wife and kids out here to the field to show them how this little baby flies, show them how beautiful it is. And it was crazy windy. Kids are running around everywhere. I have a rule in aviation. I fly helicopters. I'm a commercial helicopter pilot, and I have a rule to where if 3 things go wrong, or just 3 strange things, or whatever, a combination of any 3 things that are negative towards the flight, I don't fly. And man, that night, that evening, you know, we came out here with a picnic, brought all the food. It was crazy windy. The electronics on my aircraft were going haywire. My kids were being a distraction. Got mad at my wife. You name it, man. It was just wrong. Everything was just absolutely wrong. And as I was taxiing the aircraft out to the airfield, I finally got it set up. I noticed one of the battery wires was hanging out, and I had the controller around my neck. Everything was live, and I bent down, crouched down to fix the battery tray, and I managed to hit the throttle wide open, and that aircraft, this little guy right here, now appropriately named ankle biter, actually slammed into my leg. Of course, I was wearing flip-flops and shorts, and instead of my usual jeans, and this thing tore into my leg. 6 big lacerations, a little over 100 stitches. Fixed it. There's actually still a little bit of blood on the aircraft. That's what that is. A little blood right here. There was blood over here. This is German for ankle biter, I think. Betrügerknokel. You guys can tell me. Anyway, that's the best translation I could get from YouTube, or not YouTube, but Google translator thingy. So yeah, that's that. My girls did a little bit of artwork while we were out here. You can see. This would be my 7-year-old's artwork, and that would be the 5-year-old's artwork. You tell me. So this is what my wife drew. We got a flying unicorn there, which would go around with my, that makes sense with my other airplane, P-51. And that's blood splattering. I actually remembered it as being more. I remember there being more blood than that, but that's what shock will do to you. But it was painful, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I did not enjoy that at all. So today, and then the next morning, after I went to the ER, spent a few hours in the ER getting sewn back up, and I don't know, got going again. And so came back out the next morning. It wasn't windy. It was nice and calm. You know, it didn't, I don't know, the situation was better. That's it, man. Just with aviation in general, you do not push a bad situation, and I did. So I paid the price. That's it. Yeah, whether it's model aviation or real aviation, you just can't push that. You just can't push it. Otherwise, bad things happen. All right, so this is the this airplane, just so you know, is a E-Flite Apprentice 15E, and it is an amazing airplane, especially for a beginner pilot. You've seen my tomfoolery with some of the other flights of the particularly my P-51, that poor thing. So I was going to buy myself a new beginner guy airplane, and my buddy Blaine Connery is headed out to the South Pacific to fly tuna boats. He's gonna actually have a spotter in his aircraft, and they will go chase tuna, and that's how that works. And so anyway, he also has a macaw, parrot, huge thing. And these airplanes used to live in the same room with that macaw that liked to, it was, he left it out and about usually. I'm sure the bird loved it like that. Anyway, he left him out all the time. And the bird liked to eat airplanes, apparently. Got jealous or something. So this airplane, the P-51 I have, and he gave me a Mustang that's really sweet too. He gave me these as he's departing. Very grateful to him, so I didn't have to buy them. So my birthday present was this airplane and all the electronics, which is really cool. Just very, very thankful to Blaine for that. All right, so we'll do our pre-flight check. Right, left, up, down, right, left, throttle. Cool. Okay. So I'm having issues with my landing gear in the front there. Okay. A little odd. Anyway, sticking a little bit. So one thing different that I'm going to do today is actually put the bird up with a camera. I think we'll do our first flight without the camera on it. Make sure everything's flying properly, and then we'll put it up. What a neat airplane. Tell you what, E-Flite really did a fantastic job with this particular aircraft. It's nice and big so you can see it in the sky, so you can maintain orientation really easily. It's also why I turn everything two-tone like I do. In other words, the top is usually dark, the bottom I like light. That is not just because I'm a history nerd. That is primarily so that I can see everything. Right, left, up, down, right, left, and throttle. Okay. All right, so quick prayer. Okay, and we're off. A little up elevator and off she goes. So right now, the neatest thing about this particular airplane is that it has expert mode, it has beginner mode, it has intermediate mode. Right now I got it, and you can actually toggle between the two. Alright, so you can toggle between the two, and right now I've got it intermediate and expert. Now one of my favorite things with this plane is to completely shut the engine off and bring it in completely dead stick. got a rather light wing loading. In other words, the wings are so large compared to the weight of the aircraft itself that it's a great airplane. Really fun. So we're going to mount it forwards first. Let's turn it on. So this is the same Velcro. It's not Velcro brand Velcro, but it's actually called Duo Lock, and this stuff is gnarly. My buddy Tyler from Everride channel, he's a dual sport dude, dirt bike kind of guy, actually turned me on to it, and I'll tell you what, man, this stuff is fantastic. So we'll see if this works. I hope so, because that's a $400 camera. All right, y'all can see that, right? Here we go. Let's get her back up. So let's do another landing. Being as how, you know, one of the things you want to do as a model RCist, or really anything, is if you have a tough time doing something, like I'm landing challenged, so I like to practice my landings a lot. And the one neat thing about this plane is that it's got great short takeoff and landing capabilities. That was ridiculous. Very dangerous to do with an expensive camera on board, but what are you going to do? Camera looks to be doing good. Okay. Wasn't pretty. I'm not trying to do any kind of really violent maneuvers there, especially not with the camera on board. Just adding some weight and some drag. So now we're going to get a rear view angle. All right. And the camera that's on the airplane right now is the Sony Action Cam AZ1, and it's the camera that I primarily used in most of the Helimoto videos that you've seen over the past year. It's been a great camera, very tough. I've crashed with it countless times. So what that does, the different modes allow the aircraft itself to use all its throws, 100% versus 70 or 60, somewhere around there, whatever. And also this plane actually has self-leveling skills, which is pretty incredible on the at least the beginner. I'm not sure if it's on the intermediate or not. Yeah, so the camera's changed the flight characteristics just a little bit. Not too bad though. Hi, airplane. Alright, that's pretty darn neat. And the cool thing is, if you want to slow things down for landing, you can switch from expert to intermediate. And I think it's actually got a setting to where you can set it from expert back to beginner. And it'll actually help you. So you can do all the aerobatics, you can learn aerobatics. And then for landing, which is one of the tougher skills, you can set it back down to beginner or intermediate, which is what I'm going to do. There she goes. All right. Safety is first, man. Aviation, there's no room for not being safe. Beautiful. All right. Good flight. Wow. Well, that was it, ladies and gentlemen. I give you the E-Flite. This is obviously a modified E-Flite Apprentice 15E. Highly recommend it.